In this video, we are going to talk about variations. There are two major types. So when you see the word varies and then you see there are two sentences like this, then this is the first type. So when you see varies, we first write down z equals to k. And then if you see directly as, or sometimes without the word directly, so you simply see varies as, then we put that variable next to k. And then for the second sentence, when you see the word inversely, you put the whole expression. This time this is y squared. You put it into the denominator like this. Note that k is a non-zero constant. For the second type, when you compare the first type and the second type, you will see the major difference. You will see the word partly, or sometimes you will see the sum of two parts. And then similar to the first example, when you see z partly varies at x, you write down z equals to kx. And then when you see the second sentence with the word partly, we use addition sign, so we plus the second part. And then for the second part, if you see the word inversely again, so you put that part into the denominator, so we have k over y squared. However, since the two constants should be different, therefore you should use two different names. For example, you may use k1 and k2. Here we have a few examples for your practice. Please pause the video and then you try yourself and we check the answers in a few seconds. Here are the results and we will quickly go through them. For the first one, so you see the word partly, therefore we are having addition of two parts. And then both sentences do not have the word inversely, therefore both variables are put next to the constant k. And then for the second one, you do not see the word partly, so we put all the variables together and then we only have one variation constant k. For the third one, you see the second sentence inversely as the square of c, therefore we put c squared into the denominator like this. And for the fourth one, it is a bit special. You see the word partly constant, therefore there is no variable. We simply put the variation constant k1 there. And then for the second part, as usual, you put b squared next to the constant k2. For the public exam, there are three common question types. Here is the first one, which is similar to the question in the paper 2012. C is partly constant and partly varies as A. Therefore, we can write down C equals to K1 plus K2 times A. You will see there are two sets of values given. So we put A by 2 and C by 62 like this. And then for the second set of values, we put C by 74 and k equals 6. Here we are going to use calculator program. If you want to know how to input it, you can refer to the link above. With the help of the calculator program, you can get the values of k1 and k2 very quickly. And then therefore we know that c equals to 56 plus 3a. Since the question asked about the value of c, so we put a by 13 and do the calculation and knows that c equals to 95. For the second question type, we take reference with the practice paper. Z varies as x and inversely as y squared, so we know z equals to kx over y squared, where k is a constant. From the first equation, we have z times y squared over x equals k. Since k is a constant, therefore z times y squared over x is a constant, which means E is correct. And then we try to consider 1 over k, which is x over z times y squared. Since k is a constant, 1 over k is also a constant. Therefore, option A is also a constant. Finally, we consider taking square of the term 1 over k. So we have x squared over z squared times y to the power 4, which is the same as option F. So that expression is also a constant. For the last question type, we first translate into the equation. So z varies as x and inversely as y squared. We write down z equals to k times x over y squared. There are some given percentage and we will consider them later. We now consider that originally the constant k, x and y all equals to 1. Therefore, from the simple calculation, z equals to 1 as well. So now be aware that k is a constant, so it still equals to 1. And then x is increased by 25%, so x becomes 1.25. Similarly, y equals 1.25 as well. From the equation, Z now equals to 1 times 1.25 divided by 1.25 square, so it equals to 0.8. Since Z originally equals to 1, now becomes 0.8, therefore it is decreased by 0.2. And then we want to find the percentage change, so we multiply it by 100%, so we have negative 20%, which means it is decreased by 20%. That's all for all the 3 common types of public exam questions. Hope you like this video.